Monday morning at about 7:55. My first class starts in about 5 minutes. I just finished checking my email to see if there was anything pressing that I had to attend to before class. Luckily there wasn't. Made sure everything is up and ready to go on Google Classroom for today. It is a good thing that I double checked because I made the slide for today, like the daily agenda slide was made for today on Friday, but I didn't link it to Google Classroom because it's a live slide and I'm just basically reusing the same slide every day, just changing the date and the content. And I hadn't switched it over to Monday's or today's slide yet. So had I not checked when they opened the slide today, it would have been everything that we did on Friday. So I got that checked. I also just picked the song that they're gonna hear for the day as they quote unquote come to class. So again, I always just type in top 40 songs clean and I just go down the playlist. Today is a song called Pretty Much by Stars. I've never heard of them before. Maybe the kids know them because that happened when I played this song, Driver's License. I had not heard of this song before, but when I played it, like, the kids were into it. They were feeling that song in their soul. So today, nothing exciting is going to be happening teaching wise because they're literally going to be working on the district assessment. So they will be working pretty independently. I have an IEP today at 2:30, a leadership meeting, and I need to send a reminder about that to the kids. And then I have to go to the pharmacy at some point today. I need to pick up a prescription for Genesis as well as a prescription for me. But my biggest goal today is to get some grading done. I have essays I need to grade that I keep trying to grade and I just haven't gotten a chance. So my plan is while they are working, I am going to be grading their essays. And I think I'm gonna put a nice little fireplace scene for them while they work on their district assessment. But if I do that, can I still work on a separate screen? Because I'll be sharing the screen. I don't know. I need to try that out. But more than likely, I don't know that I'll check in until after my classes are done because nothing exciting is going to be happening there. But it's a Monday. And that's all I'm going to say about that right now. It's a Monday morning. So I spoke too soon about there being nothing really for me to share because they're working on their district assessment. So started class with my homeroom class, had them sign on to the CASP website, which is the website they need to use to access the test. Let me make sure everybody pause. Oh, this student hasn't even started. So I'm going to need to message someone. Yeah, I need to send an email. And so they log in, they get a session ID number, and it should pick them up from wherever they left off last week. But for whatever reason, everything they had done was disappeared. So everything that we had done together, the 3 questions we answered together, including their responses to those 3 questions, was totally deleted. So most of the class session was spent with us recreating our answers and then retyping it. And so they really only had, after we did that, and then I went over the prompt with them and discussed and made sure they understood what the task was for the essay, they really only had like 10 minutes to start like preparing for it. So I'm not sure why that happened. I texted our grade level chair to see if she knew anything about it. I thought maybe it's because the district extended the website or extended the deadline for us to complete this test, but she's saying she doesn't think that's it. So we'll see if the noise that you're hearing is the trash truck. We'll see if it happens with my switch class. What I did was I screenshotted everything that I typed in the chat because I basically was typing the answers for them, giving them the answers, which I don't feel bad about because we had discussed them already. And so in the interest of time, I was just recreating the answers and typing them in the chat and then having them type it directly on their test. So I screenshotted all those responses in case this happens again in switch class, which I'm hoping it doesn't. But yeah, so I'm getting ready to message one of my well, not an instructional aide, one of my well, I guess it is an instructional aid about the student that didn't do any of that, so that they can document that and then get ready for my switch class that's going to start in 20 minutes. All right, it is 1 o'clock. I just finished my leadership meeting probably about 20 minutes or so ago. Update, the information for my switch class was also deleted from their assessment. We don't know why. We're waiting to hear back from someone at the district level. If this happens again tomorrow, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. I do know that I'm not gonna spend time resubmitting those answers. And if that happens tomorrow, I'm probably going to have them write their essay on a Google Doc and just do it that way. And it didn't seem to happen to anybody else but me. I was the lucky one. So that happened. I had my PLC meeting. That went well. We just needed to do some quick updates about some things coming up, and then we talked a little bit about where we were in terms of lesson planning and lessons that we are teaching, and that was simultaneously happening while I was having my leadership meeting on this Chromebook. So because time is so precious and I need more of it, I was literally in 2 places at the same time. The leadership meeting, they are pretty self-sufficient. Like, I just have to provide the Zoom session for them. And what they do in these meetings on Mondays, because I have one every Monday, is ideally 3 to 4 kids are working together to create promotional materials for our upcoming Spirit Days. So we have a Spirit Day every Friday. That is pretty much all that we can do as a virtual leadership group. And so this Friday is Classic Movie Day. So they have to make Instagram post that I can use, an Instagram story, a flyer to share with teachers, and an audio clip that's used for the auto dialer. So that's how they spend their time in the meeting, and they don't really need me for very much because they're getting pretty good with using Canva. So that's what we use. And I got this idea after attending the CATA conference last year. So this is the Instagram post. I just posted that to our Instagram page. I actually had to make this because we were short a student. This is the Instagram story, or one of them, that is used to promote it. That was made by a student. And then this is the poster that is being sent to teachers. So it's all student made with the exception of that post. Design wise, are they perfect? No, but I want them to be what the kids make. I just kind of look through to make sure there's no grammatical errors, but like design wise, whatever they submit is typically what I'll use. I might like adjust things here or there, but that's pretty much it. So that was on my list of things to do today. I was able to check that off. I think what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna take my little lunch break, and on my lunch break, I'm gonna go see about picking up my prescription from the pharmacy. Although I haven't gotten a text message yet saying that my prescription is ready. So I don't really wanna make that trip if it's not ready, because I'm gonna be mad if I go down there for no reason. So I might wait on that. I might just eat and then see if I get a message from the pharmacy. But yeah. I have an IEP in about an hour and a half at 2:30. So I'm probably gonna eat lunch right now. I might let the dogs out and go. It's just before 3 o'clock, and I actually need to turn some lights on because it hasn't rained today. It rained overnight, but it hasn't rained during the day. But it's pretty cold out and it's pretty gray, so it's kind of dark. So I'm gonna turn some lights on, but I just finished my IEP. It was much quicker than what I thought it was going to be because it's a triennial, which means it's like the one that you have every 3 years. And those can be like notoriously long. So I was kind of mentally prepared for it to be a long one, but it was not long. It was about 45 minutes, which is not bad in the grand scheme of IEPs. And in that time, come on, Randy. I had to put them back behind the gate because little Jenny couldn't get her nose under control, and there's nothing more distracting than Genesis sneezing and snorting while you're in a meeting. But while that happened, I got the text from the pharmacy saying that my prescription is ready. I was supposed to pick up a prescription for Genesis, her hydroxyzine, but I have to wait and see if that's approved because the doctor that last prescribed it was not available. So they have to see if the doctor that is present will approve it, and they normally do. So I'm hoping that they do because she's completely out of pills. What I do give her if I don't have any hydroxyzine or if I really want to double things up is I give her the children's Benadryl. So I guess if worse comes to worse, she'll be getting some Benadryl. But anyway, so the other thing I wanted to mention as we document 2021 and trying to come out of this COVID life is, like yesterday I was saying that I'm pretty sure in-person dining has been banned in the state of California, at least in the county that I live in and the surrounding counties. So when I picked up my food yesterday, I was like shocked to see people dining in the restaurant. But supposedly, I haven't checked the news today, that ban or the stay-at-home order is going to be lifted, which means that you should be able to dine back into restaurants, which is great because things have kind of leveled out with that Christmas and Thanksgiving spike. But my only thing is this, and hopefully you guys understand my frustration. I take COVID very seriously. I know that it's real, but like in California right now, there is no like rhyme or reason in some regards. So what I mean by that is I can go to places like Target, the grocery store, regular stores. I could shop at a mall. I can go out to eat, but I can't go to a workout facility. I cannot go to Orange Theory right now because it's still in those restricted spaces. And for months, I just haven't been able to understand the rationale, because at this point, I think we know that COVID is not necessarily transmitted through sweat. I don't know if that was the initial reason, but more so with a place like Orange Theory, where I'm not going to this vast workout facility like a 24-hour fitness or an LA Fitness, where the classes are literally confined to pre-COVID 30 people, I think. But when COVID came about, the one that I was going to was restricting classes to, I think it was like 10 or 12 people, to allow everyone to be on every other machine, so that you were never right next to someone on a treadmill, on a row, or in the weight room. You were on a treadmill, there was a whole treadmill in between you, and then there was another person, and we were wearing face masks and gloves. And we were sanitizing after every rotation, and they were sanitizing in between classes, and we were getting our temperatures checked. So there was a lot of like safety protocols in place. So I just don't understand why they cannot open Orange Theory out here and like let us exercise, because we need that, not just for physical well-being, but for mental well-being. And a lot of us are like going through it. And I do have my Peloton bike, and that is great. You guys know that I love that, but I am looking forward to getting back to that as well, so that there's other forms of exercising that I'm incorporating, as well as that was just like a social environment for me. So hopefully those days come back soon and that we can work out at places like that, but it just hasn't made any sense to me. Like, it seems more safe for me to work out in that environment than it would for me to go sit at a restaurant and eat, or even be at a Target or a grocery store or a mall or a Bath and Body Works. Like all the places that are non-essential, like even if we take grocery stores out of it, because I get that those are essential services, but me going to Bath and Body Works is not an essential service, and I can go there. Me going to H&M is not essential. And I mean, Target, it's kind of essential, but you know, not really. So that's what happened in California on January the 25th, 2021, as we make steps to get ourselves into some resemblance of normalcy. So, besides that, I'm getting ready to bundle up, go pick up my prescription, and then I'm going to come home. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually cook dinner. I'm making a chicken, like chicken breast, potatoes, and roasted vegetables with the Blue Apron. I'm gonna cook it, but not eat it, and then grate. Because what happens is I get like in the throes of it with grating, and by the time I look up it's 7:30 and I haven't even started cooking. So I think I'm gonna do that, and then try and relax at some point this evening. The nice thing about IEPs through Zoom is that you can multitask in an IEP. Like, I was able to like check my email, submit some things, and listen at the same time. So I mean, that's a positive. But anyway, the hardest day of the week is over. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and close the vlog here. As always, if you'd like to give it a thumbs up, feel free to leave comments. I will do my best to respond to them. I feel like I'm a little behind on the comments right now. And as always, if you are not well, please be well, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. Bye guys, see you tomorrow.